Hi, it's Miss Allen. Welcome to Adventures in Storytime. I'm coming to you from the Story Tower at the Billings Public Library, and I'm super excited about this week's story time. We will be having a theme we've never had before, but some great stories. So let's get started. Two little hands go clap, clap, clap. Two little feet go tap, tap, tap. Two little fists go thump, thump, thump. And two little feet go jump, jump, jump. One little child turns round and round, and one little child sits quietly down. Alrighty, so let's get started. Our letter this week is the letter Y. Usually makes a Y sound, like in the color. The Y is colored. What color is that? Yellow. So yellow, yogurt, yet, and Yeti, which is the word of the day. That is our theme for today. We're going to have stories today about Yetis. We should talk about what a Yeti is. Have you ever heard of the word Yeti? Can you say that? Yeti? Yetis are like snowmen. Sometimes they're considered a domino snowman or Bigfoots. They're usually white and a little fluffy. Some people think that they're kind of monsters and a little scary, but our stories today show that they are not. So, Yeti is what our story is about today. And our first one is called Henry and the Yeti. And this is by Russell Ato. Henry and the Yeti. Are you ready to learn about Yeti? Are you ready to learn about Yetis? I made that rhyme. Henry loves Yetis. Yes, Yetis. Yet nobody knows if Yetis actually exist. Yetis, said Henry's father. Nobody actually knows. But Henry is sure Yetis do exist. So he'll go on an expedition to find one. You ever heard that word? Expedition? It means like a journey, like a going out hunting for something, looking for something. Yet Henry asks his principal if he can miss school to go on the expedition. Yeti, said the principal. Well, they don't exist. This is a school announcement. Henry is going on an expedition to find Yetis. Everybody laughed. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. And if you do happen to see one, says the principal, don't forget to bring back some evidence. What is he going to bring back to prove he saw a Yeti? Henry packs all the equipment he needs for the expedition. A waterproof hammock, a compass, a telescope, climbing rope, and a camera to take pictures for evidence. Good idea. Now Henry is ready. Remember, no staying up late, said Henry's father. Henry is surprised that it's not that difficult finding the way to the mountains, but it is a long way. Now listen, you're going to hear some directional words like we talked about when we did our pumpkin flannel board. He's going out of the city, across an ocean, up a hill, over the river, and through a dense forest, and without staying up late. Until the mountains. Henry climbs up one mountain and then another, searching everywhere for a Yeti. But Henry finds nothing. There is no sign of a Yeti anywhere, not even a suspicious-looking footprint. Everywhere, Henry was sure Yetis do. Anyway, Henry was sure Yetis do exist, but now he isn't so sure. Maybe he should just turn around and go right back. Oh! What did he run into? Do you think those are the legs of a Yeti? There's the Yeti. Henry sees a Yeti, and the Yeti sees Henry. The Yeti is slightly bigger than Henry expects, and friendlier. Henry takes pictures of the Yeti for evidence. Then they play hide and seek. See, there he is counting. Then here goes the Yeti hiding. Now it's time for Henry to go home. Henry's surprised that it wasn't more difficult knowing his way back. so he uses his compass to find the right way home. "Well," asks Henry's father. "Well, I didn't stay up late once," said Henry. "No," said Henry's father. "Did you see a Yeti?" "Oh, yes," said Henry. "Yetis do exist, and I've brought back the evidence." Henry unpacked all of his equipment: a climbing rope, a telescope, a compass, and a waterproof hammock. Wait a minute, no camera! No camera, says Henry. "No camera, no evidence," says Henry's father. "No evidence," says Henry. "No evidence," says the principal. "Write me 10 million lines for making things up. Yetis indeed." Everybody laughed. Ha 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 ha. What can Henry do now? He is not making things up. He did see a Yeti. Yetis do exist, but nobody, except his own father, believes him. Oh! Henry sees the Yeti again, and the Yeti sees Henry. The principal sees the Yeti, and everybody stops laughing. Now the principal is laying down, and do you see all the kids running, screaming? The Yeti gives Henry back his camera. Henry's thinking he will probably not have to write 10 million lines after all. Henry loves Yetis, and Yetis, yes, Yetis love him too. That's a pretty cute book, isn't it? About Yetis. Yetis, huh? We're going to sing a Yeti song now, and you have to practice a couple things. So you know how to roll. Can you roll your hands? And then a really fun one, you have to let your body act like spaghetti. Think about spaghetti. It's wiggly and all kind of wound up. It's not straight and stiff like our bodies. So if your body was going to be spaghetti, it'd be kind of like this. Can you do like this and make your body spaghetti? There you go. And then at the end, we have to shrug because we don't know. Remember, we're asking a question and we shrug, put our shoulders up. Okay, so the song goes like this. 5 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? Can you say 4? 4 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Get yourself all wiggly. There you go. Now out in the snow is how many Yetis? We got 3. 3 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. There you go. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? 2. Okay. 2 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill till she landed like spaghetti. There you go. Now out in the snow is how many Yetis? 1 little Yeti playing in the snow. 1 little Yeti got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? No Yetis. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. Our next story is called The Thing About Yetis. Isn't this a cute little book with a cute little Yeti? This is by Vin Vogel. There he is. The thing about Yetis is that Yetis love winter. They love waking up on snowy and quiet mornings and drinking hot cocoa with their favorite stuffed toy. They love sliding down hills on their bottoms, building big snow castles, and pretending they are Godzilla. They love ice skating Yeti style, Remember when we talked about penguins? They like to slide on their bellies too. Yetis make the best snowballs on the planet. Did he become a snow Yeti? The best snowman too. But sometimes winter can be tough, even for a Yeti. After all, Yetis get cold too. Really, really cold. And when their snowy fur finally dries, it gets a little poofy. That's what Miss Allen looks like when her hair gets wet. On those days when Yetis just can't get warm and the box of hot cocoa is empty, Yetis can get downright crabby. So there's a little secret for your Yeti. The thing about Yetis is that they sometimes miss summer. Do you miss summer sometimes? They miss playing outside for hours and hours on long sunny days. See them playing with the sprinkler? They miss looking for little creatures by the sea and having sea monster beauty contests. They miss building big sand castles and pretending they are Godzilla. They miss zipping down splashy slides on their bellies, like they do when they ice skate. They miss wishing on a shooting star, the glowing lights show of hundreds of fireflies, and the sound of crickets on a warm summer night. Well, that sounds good right now, doesn't it? The thing about Yetis is that Yetis love winter, because on the very coldest, wettest, windiest winter days, Yetis know just what to do. They make the warmest, coziest, calmest summer day right at home. Perfect, right? That's something you can do when it gets too cold. You can be like a Yeti and cuddle up at home, right? Alrighty, so I want us to do our 5 little Yeti story again. Remember, you're going to be spaghetti. You make your spaghetti arms, huh? All squiggly arms. There you go. Okay, so here come the words. 5 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? That's right, we got 4. 4 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? That's right, now we're on 3. 3 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? 2. 2 little Yetis playing in the snow. One got hit by a snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? 1. That's right. Alrighty. 1 little Yeti playing in the snow. One got hit by the snowball and started to roll. She rolled down the hill and landed like spaghetti. Now out in the snow are how many Yetis? Do a Yeti in the snow song that goes to the tune of Wheels on the Bus. So, I know you know Wheels on the Bus. You can roar, roar, stomp your feet, show your claws, and shake and shiver. Are you ready? The Yeti in the snow goes roar, 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 roar. The Yeti in the snow goes roar, 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 all through the snow. The Yeti in the snow stomps his feet, stomps his feet, stomps his feet. The Yeti in the snow stomps his feet all through the snow. The Yeti in the snow shows her claws, shows her claws, shows her claws. The Yeti in the snow shows her claws all through the snow. The Yeti in the snow shakes and shivers, shakes and shivers, shakes and shivers. The Yeti in the snow shakes and shivers all through the snow. That's a good one, isn't it? We will do that one more time, but let's read our last story first. So our last story is called Yeti, Turn Out the Light, and it is by Greg Long and Chris Edmondson, and it is a brand new, still has a blue dot on it book. So this is a very cute book. I love the colors in this book. Check this out. There's where Yeti lives. Does that look like the forest maybe of Montana? Some deers and the river. Okay. From deep in the forest there comes a loud yawn. It's Yeti. He's sleeping, for the day's nearly gone. So Yeti heads home, eats his dinner, and flosses. Then he snuggles into bed, but he turns and he tosses. Do you see what he's eating for dinner? Spaghetti! Why, you may ask? Well, I'll tell you, my dear. Yeti sees shadows darting frightfully near. He sees shadows. They dance up the wall, and my, are they scary. Oh, what could they be? Yeti is wary. What do you think that's a shadow of? Do you see it? What is that? On the light goes on, and Yeti, surprised, he sees only bunnies and their big bunny eyes. Back in bed with the bunnies, Yeti feels sleepy. Then he sits up and shouts, "What's that shadow? It's creepy!" What is that? On the light goes, but there's nothing to fear. It's just three little birds on top of a deer. Yeti is flustered. He needs milk to calm down, but when he reaches the kitchen, he hears a strange sound. Look at that shadow. On the light goes. Oh, what could it be? Why, it's just Bear and Owl, and they're drinking some tea. Yeti tries to sleep with bunnies, birds, deer, bear, and owl, but he soon sees a shadow that's so frightfully foul. Look at that shadow. What is it? On the light goes, and all the animals scatter. But Yeti just laughs, for there's really nothing the matter. Do you want to see what the shadow was? The shadow's just us, Yeti says with a sigh. It's time to go home, friends. Sweet dreams and goodbye. With a bed to himself and the dark all around, the Z's Yeti yearned for are finally found. There's a great Y word there. Did you hear that? Yearned. That means to really want something. You yearn for it. And Yeti yearned for sleep, didn't he? Alrighty, we're going to sing our Yeti in the Snow song one more time before our flannel board. So I'm going to put the words up. Are you ready? Okay, you ready to roar? Here we go. The Yeti in the snow goes roar, 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 roar. The Yeti in the snow goes roar, 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 all through the snow. The Yeti in the snow stomps his feet, stomps his feet, stomps his feet. The Yeti in the snow stomps his feet all through the snow. The Yeti in the snow shows her claws, shows her claws, shows her claws. The Yeti in the snow shows her claws all through the snow. The Yeti in the snow shivers and shakes, shivers and shakes, shivers and shakes. The Yeti in the snow shivers and shakes all through the snow. Alrighty, we're back and we're going to do a Yeti flannel board. Are you ready? Okay, so first, let's see how cute our little Yetis are. I can get them off. There we go. There's a Yeti. I think this one has, oh, she's got pink fuzz on her belly. Okay, so we have how many Yetis? Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 Yetis. So this song is called 5 Enormous Yetis. And it's going to require you to roar. Can you roar? Roar! And stomp your feet. Can you stomp your feet? Very good. So here we go. 5 enormous Yetis letting out a roar. Roar! 1 stomped away. Can you stomp away? Stomp, 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 stomp. And then there were 4. Stomp, 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 stomp. Roar! Ready? 4 enormous Yetis hiding in the tree. 1 stomped away, and then there were 3. Stomp, 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 stomp. Roar! How many we got now? Excuse me. 3. 3 enormous Yetis didn't know what to do. 1 stomped away, and then there were 2. Can you stomp? Stomp, 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 stomp. Roar! Alrighty, we have 2 enormous Yetis left. 2 enormous Yetis having lots of fun. 1 stomped away, and then there was 1. Stomp, 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 stomp. Roar! Alrighty, 1 enormous Yeti saw the setting sun. She stomped home, and then there was none. Stomp, 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 stomp. Roar! No more Yetis left. Put our Yetis back. Look at that one is roaring. Alrighty, I'm glad you joined me for Yetis today. I think story time next week might be cookies. Would that be nice? Should Miss Allen check? I'm pretty sure it's cookies. Let me look on my sheet of paper here. But I am almost. Yep, it's cookies. I was right. Yay! Who doesn't like stories about cookies, right? Alrighty, so don't forget to stand by after this video. Miss Molly's going to make a Yeti craft. It's sure to be gorgeous and lots of fun, alrighty? Make sure that you pick up your craft supplies here at the library, and then you check us out on YouTube for all of our programs, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great week. Bye. Oh, I can't say goodbye. We need to say our goodbye song. Are you ready? On my face I have a nose. On my feet I have 10 toes. I have 2 eyes that I can blink. And here's my head so I can think. I have a chin and very near. I have 2 ears so I can hear. I have 2 arms I reach up high. And with my hands I wave goodbye. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
Hi, welcome to Adventures in Storytime. This week is Yetis, so we're making these cute little Yetis out of popsicle sticks. You don't need much. You need 3 popsicle sticks, some construction paper for the body and the limbs and the hat. But other than that, that's pretty much all you need. We will get started. Okay, so you can color or paint or do whatever you want to make your Yeti white, or I guess it doesn't have to be white. I chose to use white. You can have a purple Yeti. That's fine. So anyway, I have already painted my Yeti's body white. And I'm going to glue this triangle to the back of the body to make its body. However, it looks like I need to trim this, so I'm going to do that really fast. You can use whatever kind of glue you want. I have craft glue here, but any kind of glue will work. Alright, let's see that. Okay, so I am going to glue this, and it kind of took a while for the Yeti's body to dry. So I've already done it, but you'll paint your popsicle sticks or color them with a crayon or marker, and then you will glue it into a triangle. So I've already done that. I'm a couple steps ahead. Okay, to glue the body together, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the popsicle sticks first. Okay, I glued those things together, the triangles together, and I sort of pressed down on it for about 10 or 15 seconds to make sure it will stay where I want it to. Alright, the next thing we'll do is get all of our other stuff out of the bag. Okay, so you should have 4 strips of white paper, 2 thicker ones, and then 2 that are a little bit more thin. So the thick one is the legs, and then the thinner one is the arms, and then you have like these little I don't know, half circles, and the thinner ones will be the hands, so you can glue those together. I'm just going to put it together, and then these wider ones go with the feet, and I put them upside down like this. So it kind of looks more like feet, and then the others look like hands. Okay, so while that dries a little bit more, let's put our hands and arms together. So I'm going to use a glue stick this time. And then glue this little hand to the arm. I want to make sure there's lots of glue on there so it stays. Okay, and I just put it on the tip. Okay, well, it's a little bit wider. The arm is a little bit wider than the hand. So, quick fix for that, just trim it. Alright, let's do the same thing with the other one. This is what it looks like. Okay, this one is a little bit wide too, so that's alright. Okay, alright, let's do the legs and the feet now. So this time, well actually it's the same as the arms and hands. You want the foot to be a little bit wider. So here are my feet and legs. And the next thing I'll do is glue on this little strip of ribbon. I'm going to put it on the hat. It goes at the bottom here like that. So that's what we're gonna do on this one. And then you should have like a little pom-pom. Mine's tiny and pink. I'm going to put that on the hat too. I used a purple one on this one. Oops, I have forgotten to put the lid on the glue. Okay, so here's the hat. I'm gonna let that dry now. This is pretty much dry, so let's put on the legs and the feet. So what we're going to do is kind of find out where we want them, and then also if you need to trim the legs or whatever, that's totally fine too. So I'll just glue them to the back here like this, and I'll probably use a glue stick. Okay, there's my legs. Now we'll do the arms. This arm was a little bit shorter than the other one, so I'm going to fix it because I don't want that. I like that his arms are sticking out like this. That's pretty funny. Okay. Okay, now we'll put the glue lid back on. And I'm going to glue this hat to the Yeti now. Might have went a little wild with the glue, but that's okay, it will dry. Okay, now that we have our Yeti put together, let's do some final touches like face, and we can draw little lines to make it look like he has toes and fingers. So we'll start with that. Okay, so I did little lines to make it look like those are his fingers and his toes. I just did 3 of them, but you can do as many as you want. However many fingers you think a Yeti has. Alright, and we'll do a face. This is what the face looks like on my first one, but I think I'm going to do it different this time. I want to give him a nose. So I did 2 eyes. We'll do a nose now. I sort of gave him like a little pig nose. It's an oval with 2 little lines for his nostrils. Uh-oh. His hat came apart. I fixed it though. Alright, and let's see. For his mouth, I think I'm gonna do like kind of wide. Okay, so he has some fangs and then like some little teeth. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the bottom. Okay. Now I'm going to color the inside of his mouth. I was thinking about doing some eyelashes and maybe some eyebrows. I think we're done. So this is what it will look like when you're finished. Thank you for doing story time and the craft with us. We sure miss you at the library, but we're excited that we can keep interacting with you and still do story time and still do the same things that we used to do. Well, we will see you next week. Bye-bye.